Apple juice vinegar is a characteristic tonic. It has a few medical advantages that are upheld by logical investigations in people. Be that as it may, individuals have additionally raised worries about its security and conceivable reactions. This article investigates apple juice vinegar's latent capacity reactions. It likewise gives directions on the most proficient method to expend apple juice vinegar securely. What is apple cider vinegar? Apple juice vinegar is made by consolidating apples with yeast. The yeast at that point changes over the sugar in the apples into liquor. Microscopic organisms are then added to the blend, which age the liquor into acidic corrosive. Acidic corrosive makes up around 5 to 6% of apple juice vinegar. It is named a frail corrosive, yet at the same time has genuinely solid acidic properties when it is concentrated. Notwithstanding acidic corrosive, vinegar contains water and follow measures of different acids, nutrients and minerals. A few investigations in creatures and people have discovered that acidic corrosive and apple juice vinegar may advance fat copying and weight reduction, decline glucose levels, increment insulin affectability and improve cholesterol levels. 7 side effects of apple cider vinegar. Lamentably, apple juice vinegar has been accounted for to cause some symptoms. This is especially evident in huge portions. Albeit modest quantities are commonly fine and sound, taking an excessive amount of can be unsafe and even hazardous. 1. Postponed stomach emptying. Apple juice vinegar forestalls glucose spikes by lessening the rate at which nourishment leaves the stomach and enters the lower stomach-related tract. This hinders its retention into the circulation system. In any case, this impact may compound side effects of gastroparesis, a typical condition in individuals with type 1 diabetes. In gastroparesis, the nerves in the stomach don't work appropriately, so nourishment remains in the stomach excessively long and isn't discharged at an ordinary rate. Manifestations of gastroparesis incorporate acid reflux, swelling and queasiness. For type 1 diabetics who have gastroparesis, timing insulin with dinners is extremely testing since it's difficult to foresee to what extent it will take nourishment to be processed and consumed. One controlled examination took a gander at 10 patients with type 1 diabetes and gastroparesis. Drinking water with 2 tablespoons 30 milliliters of apple juice vinegar altogether expanded the measure of time that nourishment remained in the stomach, contrasted with drinking plain water. 2. Stomach-related side effects. Apple juice vinegar may cause unsavory stomach-related manifestations in certain individuals. Human and creature contemplates have discovered that apple juice vinegar and acidic corrosive may diminish craving and advance sentiments of totality, prompting a characteristic decrease in calorie consumption. In any case, one controlled examination proposes that now and again, hunger and nourishment admission may diminish because of acid reflux. The individuals who devoured a beverage containing 25 grams (0.88 ounces) of apple juice vinegar detailed less hunger, yet in addition essentially more noteworthy sentiments of queasiness, particularly when the vinegar was a piece of a disagreeable tasting drink. 3. Low potassium levels and bone loss. There are no controlled investigations on apple juice vinegar's impacts on blood potassium levels and bone well-being as of now. Be that as it may, there is one case report of low blood potassium and bone misfortune that was ascribed to huge dosages of apple juice vinegar assumed control over an extensive stretch of time. A 28-year elderly person expended 8 ounces 250 milliliters of apple juice vinegar weakened in water every day for a long time. She was admitted to the medical clinic with low potassium levels and different variations from the norm in Blood Science 15. Likewise, the lady was determined to have osteoporosis, a state of fragile bones that is seldom found in youngsters. Specialists who treated the lady accept the huge day-by-day dosages of apple juice vinegar prompted minerals being drained from her unresolved issues, the causticity of her blood. They likewise noticed that high corrosive levels can decrease the development of new bone. Obviously, the measure of apple juice vinegar for this situation was substantially more than the vast majority would devour in a solitary day. In addition, she did this consistently for a long time. 4. Disintegration of tooth enamel. Acidic nourishments and refreshments have been appeared to harm tooth lacquer. Soda pops and organic product juices have been all the more generally examined, yet some exploration shows the acidic corrosive in vinegar may likewise harm tooth polish. In one lab study, finish from intelligence teeth was inundated in various vinegars with pH levels going from 2.7 to 3.95. The vinegars prompted a 1 to 20% loss of minerals from the teeth following 4 hours. Critically, this examination was done in a lab and not in the mouth, where salivation helps cradle sharpness. All things considered, there's some proof that a lot of vinegar may cause dental disintegration. A contextual analysis likewise reasoned that a 15-year-old young lady's extreme dental rot was brought about by expending 1 cup 237 milliliters of undiluted apple juice vinegar every day as a weight reduction help. 5. Throat burns. Apple juice vinegar can possibly cause esophageal throat consumes. An audit of destructive fluids coincidentally gulped by youngsters discovered acidic corrosive from vinegar was the most widely recognized corrosive that caused throat copies. Scientists suggested vinegar be viewed as a strong, harsh substance and kept in child-proof compartments. There are no distributed instances of throat consumes from apple juice vinegar itself. Be that as it may, one case report found that an apple juice vinegar tablet caused consumes in the wake of turning out to be stopped in a lady's throat. The lady said she encountered agony and trouble gulping for a half year after the occurrence. 6. Skin burns. Because of its emphatically acidic nature, apple juice vinegar may likewise make consumes when applied the skin. In one case, a 14-year-old young lady created disintegrations on her nose in the wake of applying a few drops of apple juice vinegar to expel 2 moles, in view of a convention she'd seen on the web. In another, a 6-year-old kid with different medical issues created leg consumes after his mom treated his leg contamination with apple juice vinegar. There are likewise a few recounted reports online of consumes brought about by applying apple juice vinegar to the skin. 7. Medication interactions. A couple of drugs may associate with apple juice vinegar. Diabetes medicine, people who take insulin or insulin-invigorating meds and vinegar may encounter perilously low glucose or potassium levels. Digoxin, lanoxin, this medicine brings down your blood potassium levels. Taking it in mix with apple juice vinegar could bring down potassium to an extreme. Certain diuretic sedates, some diuretic meds cause the body to discharge potassium. To forestall potassium levels from dropping excessively low, these medications shouldn't be overwhelmed by a lot of vinegar. Instructions to consume apple cider vinegar safely. A great many people can securely expend sensible measures of apple juice vinegar by following these general rules. Breaking point your admission, start with a littler sum and bit by bit work up to a limit of 2 tablespoons 30 milliliters every day, contingent upon your own resilience. Limit your tooth introduction to acidic corrosive. Try weakening the vinegar in water and drinking it through a straw. Wash your mouth, rinse with water in the wake of taking it. To forestall further finish harm, hold up in any event 30 minutes before brushing your teeth. Consider keeping away from it on the off chance that you have gastroparesis. Avoid apple juice vinegar or breaking point the sum to 1 teaspoon 5 milliliters in water or serving of mixed greens dressing. Know about hypersensitivities. Allergies to apple juice vinegar are uncommon, yet quit taking it promptly on the off chance that you experience an unfavorably susceptible response. Primary concern: to expend apple juice vinegar securely, limit your day-by-day consumption, weaken it and evade it on the off chance that you have certain conditions. Apple juice vinegar can give a few medical advantages. In any case, to remain safe and forestall reactions, it's imperative to screen the sum you expend and be cautious with how you take it. While a modest quantity of vinegar is acceptable, more isn't better and may even be unsafe.